Before there was a Motown sound, there was Janie Bradford, sitting at the front desk and then at the piano, helping write the very first hit that put the label on the map. Today we're remembering her life, her music, and the tributes pouring in from across the industry. If you've seen her name trending, here's the news. Janie Bradford Hobbs, the songwriter who co-wrote Motown's very first hit, Money, That's What I Want, has died at the age of 87. Her family confirmed she passed away on August 21st at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles, following an extended illness. Let's go back to how it all started. Bradford was born in Charleston, Missouri, and later moved to Detroit, where a neighbor, singer Jackie Wilson, introduced her to a young Berry Gordy in the late 1950s. In 1958, she took a job as Motown's very first receptionist. But like many early Motown employees, her role quickly grew far beyond answering phones. In 1959, Bradford joined Gordy at the piano while he worked on a new song, and she contributed a line that would become instantly iconic, singing about love that doesn't pay the bills and asking for some money, baby. That verse became part of Money, That's What I Want, recorded by Barrett Strong, and it became Motown's first hit single. A few years later, the song reached an entirely new audience when both the Beatles and the Rolling Stones recorded their own versions, cementing it as one of the defining songs of an entire era. Bradford's songwriting career didn't stop there. She also co-wrote Too Busy Thinking About My Baby, first recorded by The Temptations and later turned into a hit for Marvin Gaye. Over her career, she wrote or co-wrote songs recorded by Stevie Wonder, Diana Ross, The Supremes, The Marvelettes, and Martha and the Vandellas. She eventually became head of writer relations for Jobete, Motown's publishing arm, spending roughly a quarter-century with the company. After leaving Motown, Bradford didn't step away from the music community. In the 1990s, she founded the Heroes and Legends Awards, an annual event that for decades honored major figures in music while raising scholarship funds for young people pursuing careers in the performing arts. Just this past June, she was inducted into the Women's Songwriters Hall of Fame. Now let's talk about the tributes, because they've come from some of the biggest names in music history. Motown founder Berry Gordy released a heartfelt statement, saying Bradford was with him from the very beginning, before there was even a Motown, calling her smart, clever, witty, and talented, and saying she'll always hold a special place in the Motown family. Motown legend Martha Reeves also spoke publicly about how heartbroken she was over the loss. Fans and musicians across social media have been sharing memories of Bradford's warmth and her decades of quiet influence behind some of the most beloved songs in American music history. So why does a story like this matter beyond the headlines? Bradford's story represents something bigger than one song or one songwriting credit. It's a reminder of the often overlooked women who helped build Motown's sound from the inside, long before the label became the cultural institution it's remembered as today. She started as a receptionist and became one of the architects of a signature moment in music history, all while continuing to give back to the next generation of artists through her scholarship work decades later. Her passing is a moment for the music world to pause and honor not just a songwriting credit, but a life spent shaping and supporting the industry from every angle as a writer, an executive, and an advocate. Before you go, let us know in the comments, what's your favorite Motown song that Janie Bradford had a hand in? And what does her legacy mean to you?